All right, hello. This is Daniel Gies from ED Films. I'm the creative and technical director here. Just doing another. I guess this would be an unofficial Twitch or YouTube stream. So here we are. Anyways, I just thought we would try doing it on Fridays. We'll do Fridays from 2 to 4 Eastern Daylight Time, and we'll just try to do that every Friday and make sure it's something consistent so you guys can come hang out, and we'll focus for now on Q&A if you want. So if you guys have questions and stuff like that, feel free to ask and hit me up. I know there's probably a bit of a lag in the chat, so I will try to answer your questions as quickly and succinctly as possible. Um, but hey, Dewey TV, you're here. Welcome. Um, yeah, so anyways, this will be kind of Q&A for sure, but also there's a project I'm working on right now that we've been doing over on Twitch. So we've been working on it for a little while now. Whoa, not that one. We're over here. So we've been working on this little walking robot guy, and this is an After Effects rig that we are going to make available for everyone to download over on our store page when it's ready. So hey, thanks Country Boy, thanks for coming and tuning in for this this little bit messy YouTube stream. But if you guys, yeah, anyways, so if you guys have questions, just hit me up. Otherwise, I'm going to just work on this little robot guy and talk about the process a little bit. If you guys have stuff you want to ask, let me know. And yeah, so essentially, with this guy, we've been working on it for a little bit now, and we've got some cool scripts that were made too to actually do the cloth. Oh, you're driving, Tom? Yeah, better not to do it when you're driving for sure. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us on the stream. All right, I'm just gonna do this thing really quick. For some reason, I'm having trouble grabbing this thing. So we've done a lot of stuff on this character. I'll just do a quick overview. Yes. Oh yeah. So Country Boy. Though, hey Claire Swift or Swifty, how are you doing? Welcome. Um, Welcome, I don't know how to say your name, Anindia. Welcome to the stream too. I'll try to say hi to everyone, but I'm probably gonna miss some of you guys. So, thanks for coming on. Thanks. As far as the question from Country Boy, yes, we're going to continue those little bite-sized ones or the small ones. Definitely one of the things that we neglected in the past, and we obviously have some tutorials that never got finished, tutorial series that never got finished, but we never addressed the really simple stuff and some of the things that we find annoying. One of those things was the Duick Auto Rigger. It seemed very intimidating, and I noticed a lot of people weren't using it. So that was definitely a motivation behind that one. So we will continue to be doing shorter ones. We have a new member to the team, and he's an animator. He's worked on a whole bunch of different films, and is Eric Max Kaplan, and he's now working with us full time. So he will be continuing to focus on the more simple stuff, the stuff that people have been really asking for, and kind of getting back to your questions. While I'll be focusing on the more crazy After Effects rigs and a little bit more Maya stuff, sort of a mix of everything. But his background is heavily After Effects, motion graphics, and animation, and he's a big Blender guy too. So he's got and he really rounds out the team here. So we're going to be getting more tutorials, and I have a little bit of help now to help me get more of that stuff back out and get back on top of what we were doing. So yes, the long-winded answer to your question is there will continue to be more of those things, and we're going to make it more and more regular. We have a Patreon account now, so it's still small, it's still fledgling, but as we get more and more people on that Patreon account, it does make it easier and easier to allocate time to just to focus specifically on little tutorials and experiments, which is part of what we were doing with this guy here over on on Twitch. And I've had a lot of help from the community over there to actually rigging this guy up, and he's really cool because there's a lot of really neat features on this character. It's a bit slow to animate at the moment because I got everything cranked on. We did some animation tests last week on it, and I just basically for the last few days I've just spent cleaning him up and getting everything working, like the shoulders rotating and the hips and everything like that. So anyways, hey editor Bree, editor.bri, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to show you some of the claw stuff. So we got an update on the claw stuff from Patelevik 1205. Actually did an additional update from the initial script that we got from Colin Harvey. So I think it should be rendering. It's not rendering. and I'm going to send you guys the, well, we have a version that was done with the UI and everything. I'm just trying to, sorry guys, just bear with me for 1 second. That makes it a lot easier. Thanks for coming. You're always welcome to hang out. For some reason, my character is not playing. It's very slow for some reason. I find sometimes when I'm streaming that my After Effects runs really slow. For some reason, it doesn't want to play. Of course, of course. Yeah, so we did the hand rotation and movement. I guess I can't, for some reason it's not rendering. I'm not, after all these years of using After Effects, I can't even figure out why this isn't rendering. Everything seems really bogged down. But anyways, so we finished the hand controls on it. And this character will get a video breakdown, so it's not going to be so hard to see and understand what's going on. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second here. I'm just getting everything visible. I can't seem to, there we go. Okay, so the hand, I put these little wrist controllers on. We have finger controls for everything too. So these controls here rotate the hand from the top and the bottom. There's a point where it breaks, of course. But you can rotate the hand here. And then we have this one, which controls the tilt of the hand, so it can tilt back and forth. I usually put them on these little square things because it's easier to animate. Hey, yes, man, welcome to the stream. And then what else do we have? So we have those, and we also have the hand controls. And I've just put those in here for now. I may put them to little squares that I can rotate manually, but they're just on sliders right now. So there's individual fingers, and this was done using the joysticks and sliders stuff. So there's the individual fingers, or like each one of these, the middle fingers. And I've just done curls for now. We could always add more, but I really mostly focused on being able to curl and uncurl them. And then we can go a little bit negative on them too, and that'll, oh, actually we can't on these ones. And I've got a hand cupping one. Oh, that's why it's closed a little bit, because I've got a hand cup. If you don't have hand cup, the fingers go back, and then you can just adjust them manually a little bit. So anyways, it's pretty basic, but I use joystick and sliders for the hands. So the hands are working really well, and they also have a flip control on them. So if you go here, you can just flip the hand. So that'll flip it so it's under. I'm sorry for the low resolution. It just makes it a little bit faster to play with it. So it has a flip controller on it, so I'll just show you one more time. And then what we also worked on with Colin Harvey last time, we did a live coding thing on Twitch. And hopefully we can start doing more of that here, depending on how busy things are. But what we can do here is we've actually built these points that a hand can be parented to. So it allows you, it's like a real-time parenting system. So I put this to 1, but because I have B and D, it's going in between the two of them. I'll set this to 0, and that means the hand will be parented to D. So now whenever I move D around, wherever I position it, that hand will follow, and you can fade between them. So these can also be animated. And it's a really neat little script. It's not crazy complicated. It's not the most simple thing in the world, but it's also not too crazy. We get into it in the last stream. We actually put the code on the 0 here in the actual wrist controls here so that we wouldn't be disrupting things. Oh, hey, Daniel Caminos. Welcome to the stream. Okay, yes, man. Have you experimented with any folder plugins for After Effects as things just get to... I haven't. Can you recommend any? Can you recommend any folder programs? Because I have not. It would actually be really nice to be able to folder things away, because things do get cluttered. Even once I've done my reduction for just animation, because this character is pretty heavy, like we have all these targets and stuff like that, I would love to be able to tuck these targets away but have access to them later, because we trigger these targets, but they don't need to be around all the time. The point of the targets was largely to make it so that I could have the character breathing and doing stuff like that, and have the hands moving up and down, but also be able to do IK control on the hands without having them just floating in the air all the time when the character's walking. So I don't know if that makes any sense. And Daniel Caminos is asking, what was the character? The character was drawn in Rebel, which is right here, which I'm just using right now. So this is a really cool program for any of you that don't know it. I would highly recommend it for anyone that draws. This is a kind of a water simulation program. So it simulates ink and water in real time. I have the paper texture turned off, but you can have a canvas behind it. So I'll show you. There's a whole bunch of, there's a lot of, you can make your own custom ones, but you can have all kinds of different paper and stuff. And it just does really, really cool watercolor and ink simulations and pen. So it has a wetness system inside of it. So you notice how this is all fading out and blowing away. Really, really, really cool. Tom, you're saying a single numeric 10. Oh, this is great information. Thank you. Holy smokes. Is this when you have your endless number of controllers? Are you, Tom, are you the one that was doing the one where you had an infinite number of controllers? Yes, you, okay, I remember. Sorry, I'm just reading up right now because I missed some of your comments. This is cool. That's a great idea. Thanks for sharing that. That's amazing. Oh, the paper for the Nano series. Did I give that to anybody? Okay, so that is going to be being uploaded with a whole bunch of other stuff. We have a storefront coming is literally around the bend where we're going to be posting all that stuff. I'm not sure where I have that right now. Which one was it? Was it just the brown? Which one is it? Was it for Pipeline? Oh, the Nano series. Geez, I can't even remember. I painted those. I painted those by hand. I'm just trying to remember. I kind of did them in. I did them with watercolor and ink. I have them all somewhere. But anyways, they're going to go up for you guys, so you guys will have access to those. But if you have it, Country Boy, man, bust that out. Give that away. Of course, share it to everybody you want. How did you get? Where did you find it? Because I might have put it up on something at some time. I just can't recall actually. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just gonna see really quick if I still have it somewhere. These archives, and I know I have Nano somewhere in there, somewhere in these archives. Okay, so here, backgrounds. I must have the paper in here somewhere. Did you have a specific background that it came from? Because that would help me identify. That would help me identify which one you're looking for. Hey Tom, thanks again for sharing that joysticks and sliders. I'll review that on this stream here. I'll just check. I won't do it on the stream right now. I want to go through it and figure out how to do it properly, so I'm not messing around. But anyways. Let me know if you remember which background you're looking for. Because I'm just trying to see. I have signs and labels. I bet there's got to be something in there hanging in the background. Let's see if I can find it. And then I'll just maybe stick it on a shared file for you or something like that. Hopefully it's in there. I just have to it's so long ago. I made that like so many years ago. Because a lot of this stuff was all drawn by hand and just scanned off real paper. So most of it is just these terrible drawings. Signs and labels. That was signs and letters. Strings. Oh, I forgot about these strings. Those are real strings. The whole film is like full of these these were like really high resolution scans of strings I did. I should make all this stuff available. Maybe there's here. Let me just double check here. Oh, where did you find the file? Oh, great. Tom, that'd be amazing. If you could make an illustration and an email. Is it cool if we share it for people? That'd be great. Is this a link? Oh, the link. Remember the links get chopped. I can't remember what they do in the stream here, but well, here's some paper this is the actual drawings of the original bushes and all the plants and trees and stuff. And that's the paper so usually what I would do with them is I would put these on like a multiply layer and just paint underneath them, or paint on an overlay with one of my like little tree or plant brushes. I mean, it's kind of a long time ago now, but my brushes are better than they used to be. Those aren't good brushes. I'm not even showing good brushes. These are terrible. This is a terrible. For some reason, all my pressure sensitivity is gone. Super weird. Oh, it's because it's in pencil mode. That's why. Come on, brush. Sorry, guys. It's a bit of a sloppy stream. I apologize for that. Yeah, I would usually just put this as like an overlay, and with just like, I guess for this one, it'd have to be a multiply because the color is so bright on the paper. And then you just like color your green and your stuff like that. Of course, I would cut them out first. Just do stuff like that. And then usually kind of a bluish color in the bottom area. Like, that's too purple. It's a bit muddy and killing it, but anyways. Oh, thanks for CZ. Thanks for following since then. Thanks for sharing that, Country Boy. That's awesome. That's a big help, because then I'm totally willing to share these assets out too if anyone's still interested in them. They're nice to experiment with, and they're old enough now that no one's going to care if you guys use them for your own stuff. It really doesn't matter. You can always draw new things. Yeah, and they're pretty fun. They're pretty easy to work with. Once you have a good drawing, and then usually normally what I used to use was a magnetic lasso tool, which maybe not as necessary. I think the magic wand tool is a lot better now than it used to be. Let me just double check. I can't recall. The problem is there's a lot of empty holes, so you kind of have to fill it in. So I used to use the magnetic lasso tool and just kind of run around, but it is pretty tedious. I'm sure there's better ways. Another option would be to just have another layer and then use a pencil and just draw on top of it to fill stuff in. But anyways, so thanks for sharing that paper link. Hey, Stephen Evans, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming out. How are things going? Are you still in the States? You still stateside? Cool. Okay. If you guys have any more questions on that, just let me know. But and Country Boy, Country Boy, I haven't been using Freeform as much. I don't have the latest version because I started doing a lot of 3D stuff. And although I've started using, like for this character, for instance, it has a 3D head. I'm not sure if you guys already know of this guy or not, but basically I'm using for this character, something super weird with my computer right now. This character is using a 3D head it's like a mix from Element. So I'm using Element and I modeled the character's head in 3D and we just sort of brought it in. So I'll just show you how this one works if you guys haven't already seen it. But essentially, I'm doing stuff like this now. The only thing that you can't do in Element, which Freeform does really well, is you can have nested compositions being a texture, but you can't actually create displacement maps from it the way that Freeform does. So Freeform is definitely a lot better in some ways. Oh, cool, Steven. I'm glad you're busy. Is that the same show you were working on a little while ago, the new project, or is this a new one? I'm trying to render this, and for some reason, what is going on? I have to figure this out. My preview is not working at all. Something is not working. It's just sitting on pause. It doesn't do anything. It's super weird. I think I've had this happen before. I just can't really recall why. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to share most of the stuff. Oh, man, Steven, that sounds like a great show. That sounds like a really good show. I want to see that show. Okay, I'm just going to save this because I'm getting 0 rendering. I don't know what's happened. It is possible I just have too many things open, so I'm going to close these off. And this off. So just to let you guys know, we also have a series of small brush kits that are going to be coming out on the store pretty quick here. Storefront. We haven't opened the storefront to the public yet, but that's coming out pretty quick. So I will let everybody know. We'll post a little video on YouTube or something for that. But they're brush kits. Don't worry, they're going to be like super cheap, some free. So it'll all be stuff that you can grab. And then they're all from films that we've been working on even recently. So actually, you're just seeing some of them right now. There's just a test screen of them. But anyways, we have a bunch of tree brushes and a bunch of all kinds of stuff coming. ZZ, let us know if it works, because if it doesn't work, I'll get a link up for you to grab them from. What am I doing? I was doing something. Oh yeah, I'm restarting After Effects. The main thing I was going to try to work on today, if it can happen, is just painting some of this 3D head and doing some other stuff. And yes, I use Kyle T's brushes all the time. I'm really into them. They're really great. I use them for concepting stuff. I still make my own for actual production, but I use a big mix. I have also used a few of Aaron Blaze brushes, which have been really good. I don't know if you guys have used those before, but there were some really nice trees and stuff like that, and clouds. I did a bunch of cloud stuff for that Let There Be Light film using both of their brushes. Cool. Okay, so he's working better now. For some reason, it wasn't doing it before. So I will show you what this character is doing, kind of show you what we have going on in this character. I've put up a bunch of automation in this character so that the hips and stuff move when the character is being animated. And we also have the little cloth script that we sort of bashed together, which I'm going to find for you. I'm not sure. Swifty, are you still here? Because I've got to find that link for the cloth plugin that we've been testing. It's just a cool little script that was put together with Colin Harvey and Pachelevic 1205. And my brain is slipping on the name of the guy who put the actual script together into a UI panel, which is super cool in After Effects. And he's giving it away for free. It's the little cloth thing, and we're working on a tutorial for it really quick right now. I just can't remember the actual location of the plugin, the little script. So I'm going to just try to find it really quick for you guys. The cloth is moving a little janky at the moment, but I'll have it fixed up in a bit. But essentially, we have this free deforming cloth that moves around on its own. It follows the movement of the hips. Oh, I know why the cloth is moving so weird, because we don't have any eases on these hip keyframes. So we need to ease those. There we go. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Fernando Prima, thanks for joining the stream. I don't know if it's possible to do those liquid effects inside of After Effects. Also, ZZ, you can't just click the link that Country Boy sent. You have to add, I think you have to add like the www or HTTP in front of it or something like that. So yeah, so the actual, one of the things I was doing with these ink effects, which are really cool, is that you can just, if you use a screen capture program to record your screen, like this monitor I'm working on right now is a 4K monitor, I can record these in 4K in real time. So they're pretty cool. Like you can really bash up your loading and make it pretty inky. So it's actually, it could be cool for making your own ink transitions and stuff like that. You just have to record your screen, and I would just put them on pure white. It's a lot easier to do it. They also work on transparent, but I would just put them on pure white, and that's actually what I was working on before I started the stream here. I'm just gonna put this on this. I mean, you can change your canvas color to pure white. I just had a pure white somewhere. So you basically go new and you just put it all the way to white. You can put them whatever color you want, and you can turn the paper off. So you don't have to have actual paper on. You can say white, simple. So it's just plain white. So you can record these, do a good scribble, and then just drop the brushes on it. And then what you can do is you can also tilt the whole thing down so that the paint drips. And you can mix colors in there too, right? You can get pretty crazy with it, so it's pretty fun. Um, mm, 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 mm. Oh, Claire Swift. Yeah, I don't know where. I can't remember the file names for the guy. I can't remember. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks for going to all that effort, country boy. That's really nice of you. That's great. Bum, bum. I can't remember what I was thinking anymore. What are we doing? Okay. Yeah, so you can see the cloth is moving better now that I softened out my keyframes a bit. The character also has basically a whole body following system for depending on what the head's doing, the hips and stuff will react to it. So it is a pretty complex character. I've been working on it with Swifty too, and everyone's been helping out a lot on the Twitch stream. So the character is pretty robust. We even did some quick animation on it. The cloth, you can change how much it wiggles and stuff like that too. So it's pretty neat. There's a lot to learn on it, and I'm just breaking it down. I'm just going to find for you guys that last link from it's really cool. It's like a little cloth tool. And once I pull it up, I'll show you how it works really quickly. You guys will be getting the first glimpse into how it actually works. I have to just pull up an old video from Twitch. So just bear with me. I'll let this guy play while I'm doing it. Man, most of my videos have disappeared. They always disappear. Okay. I think somebody mentioned it in the last stream. Just bear with me for 1 second. I know it's here somewhere. I'm just moving through this old stream. I guess I'll pull this down. You guys can see what we're doing here. This is where we were doing the grabby controls. All right, let me go back. Oh, this is the workflow one. Maybe it's here. Come on. Is it in here somewhere? I don't see it. Man, I wish I could find this thing. I'm the worst. I'm not organized at all. Oh, hey, Waseeb. Hey, we're looking for the link to your. Yeah, Waseeb, we're looking for the link for your little plugin to test the cloth stuff with. People are asking about it. Is that cool if some people play with it? Because I can't remember the link. I lost the link. I'm a dummy, and now I'm all flustered because I'm live on stream. So it's like I'm wasting time. Oh, I'm just barfing around like an idiot. Thanks, Tom. That's great that you found the tutorial concise and to the point. So we're trying to do more of those. You know, like Twitch stuff and this live streaming stuff is really rambling and going all over the place. The next tutorials will be cleaner, obviously. So shouldn't the hips react to the face? Yes, they do. So I'm going to turn off his hip animation. And you'll see that the head, so you'll watch. I'm just going to rekey it all out for you. There it is. There, you guys got it right there. But make sure, I'm just going to do something really quick. Thanks for posting that again. I lost my bookmarks and it's not showing up again. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So if you plug in exactly what Waseeb typed in there, it's not going to come up. You have to put the www dot. YouTube pulls that out. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't even work. Hang on. Are you a www dot? Yeah, you are. Weird. It just keeps pulling up the search engine for me. Here it is, right here. It's coming. So this is the fake dynamic stuff that we worked on. And Waseeb has graciously given everyone credit for the role they played in it. And it's a nice, smooth, dynamic cloth movement. You can download it and play with it and let us know if anything's not working. So, yeah, it removes the spaces and stuff. So just it's a little bit annoying. But you guys check it out because I'll show you how it works. It's pretty fun. It's pretty easy. Oh, so here, sorry, we're jumping all over the place. This is how the body moves with just the head movement. So you can see that the body sort of adjusts based on what the head's doing. And Tom, I have not tried Character Animator. I've been really slow on picking it up. One of the things I wanted to try Character Animator for was the cool secondary motion stuff, but then we made this like sweet little script thing, like, and Waseeb put it all together, and it sort of eliminated my immediate need to want to use it. These are just some tests we were doing on movements and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you how Waseeb's script works. So here it is, right? I actually have it right in the bottom here. Let's put it here. I won't put joysticks and sliders. I've been playing with joysticks and sliders finally, as you guys suggested for me to do. Let's pull in some solids. Oh, those are too small. We need some big ones. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a bunch of these in. Maybe I'll just duplicate them. Okay, so then all we have to do is we have a whole bunch of these, and then we make a driver, so whatever one's going to be the driver. Now this doesn't have to be in the comp, like you could use something else, but you just use the basic script that gets set up. And we'll see, I hope I don't mess this up. So I should be able to select everything. So what it automatically does is it parents everything properly, and then I think the first thing you select becomes the driver. So now if I animate this around, oh, I've messed it up. Sorry, I messed it up. I messed up the order. My bad. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me yet. I always forget the order for this. First select the main driver layer, then select the layers you want to link in the order of the hierarchy. When all layers are just desired order, click Add Dynamic button. And then there's controllers to go with it. So I want this to be my driver, and then I want these guys to all be there. Add Dynamic. Sorry, I messed it up. I'm a dummy. Oh, I messed it up again. No, I didn't. There we go. Keyframe. You have to have keyframes. It doesn't work without keyframes. Did I mess it up again? It's possible. I think I keep messing this thing up because I'm stupid right now. I'm a total dummy. I'm messing this up. What am I doing wrong? Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm doing something wrong. It's not the script's fault. I've done this a million times and I've already forget. Let's just name this driver. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Is there a new script other than version 2, Waseeb? Oh, I've messed this up all together. All right, I'm going to download the new script. Sorry, guys. I'm being a bumbling idiot. Oh, I want to see that, Tom. That's cool. That sounds really cool. It's good for facial animation, and you can composite into hybrid manual puppet with AE. It's less useful for body movement. It's a bit rigid. Okay. I've been hesitating, like, taking that, actually working with it. I've been a little bit slow on getting it. I have it. Obviously, I've downloaded it. I've downloaded it a million times. I think, Waseeb, I think I have the latest version. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm just going to copy and paste it in. Make sure that I have the right one. It's version 2.0, right? Okay, so I'm going to put it on my... So once you download it, you just have to copy it, and you have to put it in the scripts folder. So right here, scripts, and then scripts UI. And you can just paste it here. And it should work. Waseeb, let me know if I'm doing anything dumb. I'm just trying to read the... Da, 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 da. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna bring in a yellow solid. I'll call this this will be my driver scale. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have version 2. This is version 2. So I'm going to duplicate this. I mean, I should reload the script since I'm rebuilding a scene here. I should just run it again. Let me close this and make sure that I've got close panel. Let's go window, extensions. No, it's under. I can't remember where the thing is to run a script. I think it's down here somewhere. Nope, 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 nope. Ugh, I feel like such a noob at the moment. Okay, where is it? I know there's a run script thing. Scripts, there we go. Run script file. Oh, copy the help file too? Okay, I'll put it in. I probably didn't do that. That's probably why you're noticing it's like a little bit. Let me just do this. I'm going to save and I'll close. I'm going to copy the help file and move that to the help PNG. Thank you for the heads up. Let's put that in there. Replace the file. There it is. Continue. There we go. You don't have to restart After Effects to reboot a script. I'm just doing it because I messed up so many things and I'm a maniac at the moment. It was fine. Only that the second layer you had was the last one in on the image. Okay, here it comes. Driver. See, does it matter? I guess it doesn't really matter the selection, the order, as long as you select it properly, I imagine. I'm going to scale these down. I'm going to do it like in your video. Okay. And this will be our driver. And then we'll have all these guys. And let's load it. Just double check the help. Oh, wow. That's a great help, Steve. That's awesome. So select the main driver layer, which is the driver. Then select the other layers in order of the hierarchy. Click Add Dynamic button, and then it's done. Great. This looks really good. Nice job. Really, really well done. So I'm clicking, right? Clicking the driver, control click, control click, control click, control click, right? Add Dynamic. Now what we should have is this is our multiplier, our delay time, all that kind of stuff. So this is what we can do to actually modify everything. It's doing it in reverse because of the duplicate. Really? Is that just because they're named the same? Like, I guess I don't really understand that. That's a little weird. It's probably so should I give them all unique layer names? I can't believe I don't know this stuff. I feel like it's working now. There we go. So it works. Well done. Thank you, team. Oh, yeah. And I'm moving so slow. It's really good. And then I can move a little faster. One of the cool things we could do, which might be a little more fun, is we could just do a motion sketch on it. Window. Motion sketch. Start capture. Hopefully this doesn't crash everything. Cool. Now let's play it back. Great, eh? It's awesome. Nice job, guys. It's really cool. Thanks, Wasib. That's great. Beautiful work. And it's automatic. It's so fast. It's so easy. And you can change these. So if you want if you want it to be more floppy, you can just add them onto the multiplier, which is fantastic. This is what I used for that puppet, the walking guy. And it's fantastic. It's like one little click. So you guys should check it out. You guys should try it out. I haven't had a single bug with it yet. Um, all the delay amount stuff. This is pretty fine tuned. You got to be pretty careful with this stuff because you can really blow the effect. But you can get some interesting stuff. One thing I was doing is actually reversing the delay time. I think it was a delay time I was reversing, and it made like the lead look like it was more leading by the end, which is cool too. Yeah, I've used Newton 2. Newton 2 is actually really awesome. It's just the only thing with Newton is you have to. It's really cumbersome because you have to bake everything in. So a lot of the simulations happen inside of a totally different. I don't know if it'd be called an API, but it happens in a totally different space, which can make it. It's like you have to commit your animation. In my experience, that was when I used it. I used it on a pretty big project, and it was great. Like it's amazing. It does some really cool stuff. But it's not dynamic in the way where you can make it react to what you're doing. Just gonna close some of these comps out. So one thing I was going to work on is I'm just going to work on painting up this guy's head because I have this head here, and I built a 3D head. And now what I need to do is I need to use 3D coat to just finish painting the character. Were you trying to post it, Tom? Because it puts all the spaces and stuff in it. Did you already post it? I'm trying to see if you posted it. I don't see it at the moment. I guess I have to do something in the actual stream to release the link. Oh, here we go. So you guys, what you have to do is you have to remove the spaces, and I think you have to put like www or something like that. Any tips on how to change from frame by frame animation to bone animation? And how do you mean by that when you're talking frame by frame? Are you posing things manually or are you drawing things? And that's Mateus or I think it's Mateus. Let me know if you can elaborate a little further and maybe tell me what your problem is or what your workflow is. I'm just gonna paste this. Get rid of this gap here. Okay, I think I have to put in paste, get rid of the gaps. Remove the bracket between I and the dash, or the L and the dash. I thought I did do that. I'm still not getting the link to work. Country boy. Oh right, .com. Holy smokes! I swear my brain has been a zoo lately. I'm getting dementia, early onset dementia or something. I feel completely like it's not really popping up. What am I missing? I'm missing something obvious. Yeah, 4.8 looks really amazing. Add it to the middle right after the URL. What are you talking? What are you talking about? Add what to the middle? Clarify. tinyurl.com dash. Okay, right. Tinyurl. Oh, I see. I'm such an idiot. tinyurl.com dash. Just paste this and get rid of this. Sorry, guys. I'm not even thinking. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's see what's happening here. So you were using an Xbox controller for this character? Thanks, guys. I'm in Monkey. This is rad. So you're using the mouse to control the hand too? Were you clicking on to pull the hand around to puppeteer it? That's a cool drawing too. Nice drawing. Does character animator, does it take care of the secondary motion of the hair moving around too? This is cool. Really cool. That's awesome. Nice job. That's really cool. Wow. Really impressive. Nice work. That's exciting. Yeah, I noticed that your hands are off the controller while the mouse is moving. That's really cool. I'm really impressed with that. What do you use for your, how are you setting up the interface for that? Like how are you pulling the interface? I noticed you had a little script down in the bottom corner. What is that? What is that program that you're using? Okay Samurai on YouTube. I better check this guy out. Let's just grab this thing here. I'm gonna look for OK Samurai. Oh yeah, I've seen these ones. These are great. Cool. Oh, I'm subscribed. I just haven't watched any of these things. This guy's like a character animator pro. Cool. Sorry, I've lost track of the dashboard. Um, Auto hotkey for the mapping out custom hotkeys. Pullover's macro creator to record your mouse movements and the computer input. That's really cool. His latest one, okay, so his latest one shows all the features. Let me just check and see. I want to see his video feed. Okay, so this is the new features. It's cool. I mean, you can do some crazy stuff with it. I know they did that Simpsons thing with it, didn't they? Cool, Tom. That'd be awesome if you can share that with us. That's super rad. Sure, if I've missed some people's comments, I never heard back from on the bone question from Matthias. If you can elaborate further, I would be more than happy to answer your question. I'm just not quite sure what the scope of your object or like what you're coming from. Oh, thanks, Anna Maria. You actually come to the right place. There's a lot of people here that know way more than I do. I've become a little bit of a senile, bumbling maniac this last little while. So, but thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I'm hoping that I can continue to share and add more for you guys. But thank you. I really appreciate that. So what I'm just gonna work on this really quick. So I have the character. Oh no, I'm painting with the wrong brush. I have this character. I've been doing the walking guy, and so I need to start doing some of the painting for the headphones and stuff because the character has this 3D head, as you've seen right here. Down below you saw it, and it's not finished yet. So I need to finish painting it. I'm using this program 3D Coat, which is kind of like a mix of ZBrush and Mudbox and Photoshop all together. It does a really good job. So I've been using it. I got put onto it for Swifty. So I'm actually really happy with the program in general. I'm probably going to resculpt some of this stuff a little bit to give it some more form. But I just have to build these headphones really quick. A lot of the process I've been focusing on is largely for trying. I'm really, as much as I like 3D, but I really love the feeling of 2D. So a lot of my stuff I'm focusing on is just trying to keep the ink and the paper and the pen feel of everything. So I'm not really using complex materials and stuff that you might do in Substance Painter. So I'm finding 3D coats like a really nice fit for me. Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are being really nice to me. You don't have to be so nice. I don't mind if you guys aren't nice. It's okay. This program also uses all the similar hotkeys as to Photoshop, so it's actually pretty easy to get your head around. At first, it was super intimidating, but I'm really happy with it now. I'm just going to add like little thready things here. I've got symmetry on, so I can paint in symmetry. I used to use this program called Mari, which I used for a while, and I like it. There's a lot of benefits to it, but for my workflow, it was problematic because it doesn't have geometry-based symmetry. So everything's projection-based. So that was a real problem for me, actually. I'm probably putting in way too much detail for this head. We'll never even see any of it. That's really cool stuff you're doing, Tom. I'm really excited about that. Actually, it's one of the things we've been doing is we've been playing, like everybody I'm sure they know already. We've been playing with Unity and using game input data to drive character animation. And I've been playing with it with this character, this like paper head character, using it for real-time input and trying to use it to puppeteer, similar to what you're doing with Character Animator, but it's more on 3D characters and 3D rigs. Cool. I want to thank you for sharing the links, guys. When you guys share links like that, do you want me to check them out now, or would you prefer for me to check them out now, or is that for like general consumption of everybody on the stream? I'm pulling it. I'm grabbing the link right now so I don't lose it. Spaces and everything. And this guy's like a character animator wizard. This must have been from you. Oh, this was this year? Wow. That character looks pretty great. Thanks for sharing these, guys. This is really cool. That's neat. I really should start playing with this program. That'd be great, Tom. Well, just keep me posted. That's really cool. That'd be really cool. We should, yeah, because I'm really. It's been really cool learning from everybody and having everyone kind of bring. So like it's man, people know so much stuff, and I feel like I'm learning from everybody. When we're doing the Twitch channel and stuff, every time people are teaching me new things I've never even thought of. So it's been pretty incredible. 1530 is what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh no, did I just jump? Oh my gosh. Right here. Here we are, right here. Going to 1530. There we go. So he's going to put his pen. He has his pen tool. I'm just going to zoom out a bit. I'm going to scrub through it a little bit. I want to see what he's getting at. Left antenna. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's great. Oh, Anna Maria, did you check out the auto rig tutorial we just did? Maybe we just put it up. I don't know if that one's helpful for you. Maybe it's not thorough enough. That's for mostly for the auto rigging stuff. I don't get into all the details of how to animate with it. But Eric recorded that one, and maybe check it out and let you know. Hi Manish Dubby. I don't know how to say your name. Who am I? I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that make an animation. If that's what you're asking. If you're asking me, I don't know if you're asking me. Um, and how do you say your name? Non-acrophobic grower. What is it? What happened that was creepy? I don't know. I just missed out on something. This is pretty cool. All these this is really neat. I can see how like, I think you'd have to. I would really like to use the inputs and then add more to them. But it looks like they've got a lot of stuff covered. I really have to look into this further. I've really neglected this program. Yeah, it's in our channel, Anna Maria. I'll see if. Oh, I think Country Boy just posted the link. Just make sure you. I'll post this down here. We're gonna get a trippy mirror effect here. When you're doing the links, I keep messing up on this too. You have to pull out these spaces because it inserts little spaces in between stuff. So there's a space between the dot there. I think if you get rid of that space, it should be fine. So you guys check that out. Like that's yeah. That one just walks through making the auto rig tool work because in that way you don't have to. I just find the auto rigging tool is so much better than trying to use it one piece at a time, especially if your character is pretty basic. But I use the auto rigger a lot now because otherwise it's quite a bit of extra work. It's nice to know how to do the manual stuff. It definitely helps, especially if you're doing something really unique or something's not working. But I avoided the auto rigger for a long time because it was just never seemed like it was working. But it does work and it works very well. Cool. Okay, so I'm just putting these little stitches in here. And then I'm just going to add some marks here. I don't even think actually we see this part of the character ever. The next thing I wanted to do, so I've just did a couple lines on this one. I don't know if you guys care about this stuff. I need to bring in some watercolor stuff because I have to make this look a little bit more like this drawing down here, which I've been working on. I did a hand-drawn version of the head and the pieces just because I wasn't sure if it'd actually work. So I need to grab in some of my Rebel stuff to bring in on that character. Actual human. That's funny. Character animator is real-time audio analysis, even if it pre-recorded, and will automate the mouth for you. Some other things are incredible, some like subpar compared to manual. Okay, I've got your YouTube channel name, Manish. I will plug it in and keep it. Got it. I will find you. I'm just putting you in there. Bum, bum, bum. Do you find, Tom? I'm curious. Can you bring the can you actually bring in the animation from the character into After Effects? Like, can you bring the keyframes and stuff in, or are you sort of stuck with whatever happens in there? I think someone mentioned before that you could bring the keyframes in. I just can't really remember. Because then you could use a lot of the animation. If you could bring in what you worked on, you could use the animation to drive other expressions, which would make it really useful. Manish, I'll check out your VFX movie of Rowdy Rathor 2. Thanks for sharing that. You can, not the keyframes, but you can do the final. Okay, so it must bake down. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Good Oliviera. I don't know. Good. Just sequence. Okay. thanks for if right now. Sorry guys, it's a busy stream. Right now I'm using a program called 3D Coat. I'm using it for painting at the moment, but it is a program that you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with. It's a really fun program. It's sort of a bit of an alternative to ZBrush. It has a really kind of does everything because you can do painting, you can tweak it, you can reach polish, you can do a sculpting, and sculpting's really fun because it has a Vox system. So I'm not really good at it yet. I'm just getting the hang of this program, but you can essentially start sculpting out of nowhere. I think I've turned the grid off. There's the grid. So you can build sort of a 3D object. Where is the 3D objects? I don't know where they are at the moment. These are adjustments. Oh yeah, so we can pull in an object. We'll just select a primitive. So let's say I've just put this in. Now I can grab my voxel stuff here. Oh no, I guess I can't draw on a primitive, or unless I have to commit the primitive somehow. Apply it. Add it. Is it there now? I don't know. Oh, I guess I did apply one. Okay, so maybe if I go here, will it be there? Okay, now it is. And I have symmetry on, so let's just turn this off. But the program is actually does this really cool thing that ZBrush doesn't do unless I'm totally wrong, but I've been using ZBrush for a while. But this will allow you to sculpt infinitely outwards and just keep pulling and pulling. So it's very much like it's like a voxel builder, and it sort of just it stacks things up, and you can kind of smooth them. So it's sort of it really allows you to build something from scratch. You can just start building a character from nothing and sculpting it. So it's actually really cool. Like I said, I haven't played with it a lot. I'm just getting the hang of it now. But oh, here's a grow tool. This is probably more robust, I would assume, anyways. I don't know which way it's growing to. But it's actually, I've been really enjoying it, and it's super fun. So you can make really unconventional shapes. You don't have to worry about dynameshing and doing all this sort of stuff again. Okay, sorry guys, I've missed a whole bunch of talks. Out, no lies, this is damn phone. Fine guy, this has been great. Oh, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your nice comments. Non-acrophobic. I like your name, by the way. So you take the lip sync. So Anindia, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Anindia. You use the lip sync from Character Animator and use it to layer and parent to the face. Saves a ton of time. That makes sense. So yes, man. What do you ask? You're asking how I bridge the coat to work with After Effects after this. How do you mean? Oh, there's my weird thing I made. It's like his brain. I put a brain in there. Now the character has a tiny brain for when I continue drawing on him. I'm going to open my old scene. I don't want that brain in there. I'm sure I could delete it easily, but I just don't know how to do any of that stuff yet. Oh, no, I messed up. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're a film guy, non-acrophobic. And do you do like video film, animation film? What kind of film do you do? Okay, so importing the 3D stuff into After Effects, essentially what I've been doing is I export an OBJ file and then I use Element. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Element, but inside of Element, it gets a little crazy. Okay, so I'm only going to do 15 more minutes on this stream just so you guys know. So in Element, you can import your OBJ files. And so in this one, I have all the various pieces, of course. So here's the head. And I've just brought it into Element, which is a plugin by Video Copilot where you can bring in 3D objects. And then we did it in one of our streams. I saved the video, so it's not lost. But I will review that process. But anyways, you bring all this stuff in. You can apply your textures. You can update the objects because they're just OBJ files. And you separate them by their materials. So I have these OBJs. I bring them in. And then I've rigged them up. Like you can using you guys, if you watch some of the Video Copilot tutorials on it, it's pretty straightforward. But you can apply null objects and things like that to actually control your 3D objects. So we used a bit of scripting to align the objects to each other. It's pretty simple, and we got this fully animated head that's using a whole bunch of 3D layers working together. So, oh, Claire Swift, use curves. Curves is like Z-spheres. And that's what I was asking because there's someone who was telling me they were using ZBrush, and they were telling me that they find it really frustrating. I'm just curious, so I'm just gonna go back into Sculpt. Where are the curves? The curve part. If you want to make curves, it's this part here. Can I just use this right out of the? I want to make a curve. Oh, here's curves. Cool. This is great. Whoa, weird. I guess you can change the property, eh? Whoa, what's happening? How do I change the radius? Is there a way to up the brush size? Oh, like, I can. Cool. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah, Swifty introduced me to this program. Oops, we're like way close proximity. So then what do I do once I'm done? I go apply. Oh, cool. And it keeps, I guess it keeps a temporary mesh there. So if I want to use grow, oh, there we go, cool. So now I can start doing stuff to it. Let me grow stronger. I think really mild. Wicked, this is cool. What if I want to add more? Let's go back into curves again. Oh, it's neat how it kind of keeps the old, can we go back? It's really coming back into my, oh cool, I can just pull out from wherever I want. That's awesome. I can make the craziest thing. Let's go here. This would be a really hard structure to make any other way. The more I use this program, the more I'm sold on it. Man, I can make like trees and stuff so fast in this. Okay, cool. Oops, I went the wrong way. Okay, let's commit that. Apply. Cool. Let's go and smooth things out a little bit. Weird. It's so weird. Fox clay. Oh, sorry, I've been ignoring the stream. I got lost in myself. Would that be the same as a 2D stock footage for music video purpose? What are you asking about specifically for? What is it? So just if you can non-acrophobic, if you could just clarify the question, what specifically what are you asking? Would that be the same as 2D stock footage for music video purposes? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to specifically. Also, Yes Man asked, what are the most typical useful things you'll use 3D for in projects? I use 3D for a lot of different things, but when I was starting, it was mostly for background objects or like trees, sometimes environments and stuff like that. It's because 3D can be really, really, really tricky, especially rigging and weight painting and doing all that kind of fancy stuff. So that's usually what I use it for initially. Now I use it more for character stuff, but I still find animating in Maya and 3D programs a little bit tedious. It's not, I don't find it as easy to use as After Effects. This is so cool. Look at this. I can cut away from this really easily. I'm just creating the grossest thing right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, anyways, so I started using 3D largely for, also I was using Maya, and I was doing a lot of paint effects and stuff with it. So I would create little stock footage layers using the grasses and stuff like that. So I would use those. I would also use 3D. Man, this program's so good. I would use 3D for houses and stuff. So there I have this one shot of this little girl sitting in a tree house, and I used 3D for that. But I use it in a very simple way. I don't usually use it for real 3D stuff. Um, Elenel, Lemashin Bay. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. This is 3D Coat. Yeah, I'm just messing around at the moment. I'm actually using it for something real, but I've just decided to play around a little bit because I haven't gotten to really dig into this program. Let's try carving. Oh no, it did that thing. I hate it when it does this. What's really cool about it too is it really preserves a pretty high level of detail. Swifty, do you know how, is there a way to increase the voxel density, or is that just sort of a default thing? I also find, on a separate note, I find this program's management of objects a lot easier than ZBrush or ZBrush, depending on where you're from. Check out Alien Minefield. Okay, I'm gonna grab that link. Thank you for sharing that. I'm just dropping all these links you guys are sending me in here because I imagine you guys can check them out on your own. You don't need me to commentate on them. Alien Minefield. Ooh, I'm not even subscribed. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for that, Swifty. That's great. If you're asking me, yes, I have tried Blender, and actually Eric, who's working with us now full time, he is a Blender person, and he really loves Blender. So I have played with it, not extensively, not as much as I'd like to. I think the new version looks incredible. How do I snap this to something? I don't really. It's like, this is the thing. This is the problem. That's like I can't wait to work in VR. You know, you're not using these like move, rotate your camera, move, rotate your camera, like things. There's got to be a button to snap to an object. I just don't know what it is yet. I'm still learning. Just dropping in this. I'm just seeing how, I've never really played with this before. I'm not sure how it handles multiple objects. Is there a way to scale? I don't know how to scale. It's wireframe mode. I'm just going to grab some of these handles and see how this actually works. That looks like there's a rotation handle here. Oh, no, that's radius. Cool. Oh, lower down is resolution? Cool. Okay, so we'll go add. Or we already did. Apply. Okay, so we'll go back to here to grow, I guess. Cool, it just stuck it in there. I imagine we could create a different layer for it if we really wanted to. So down here, Swifty is saying there's more resolution. Oh, cool. Resolution plus. Bonk. Wonder what that's going to... Whoa, rad. Man, this program is so good. Wow. That's so nice. It's really straightforward. And you know what else is cool about this program? Look at this, how it makes holes. Isn't that cool? I was really enjoying messing with this. Super organic, weird shapes. Isn't that rad? I just think, too, with this program, you're just going to make stuff that you've... sorry, Country Boy's asking me, do you think you could use Joysticks slider? Yes, you totally could. It's actually, it's very good for that. It's really, because you can animate curves with it, right? Like you can animate curve points and stuff. So it's very, very, very powerful. I think it's an amazing workflow. It's way better than what I used to use, which is a lot of my own workflow was before joysticks and sliders existed. And joysticks and sliders is very similar to 3D. It's very much how we work in the 3D world. But for them, it's but it does everything that you do in 3D with driven keys. It's the same idea as setting driven keys. Okay, so I don't really I'm not even working on my project right now. I'm just messing around. When you have a lot of stock footage, you want to make it relevant for today, not a throwback. I'm just trying to go back up and just catch your thread of thought. Normalize. This is. Pum, 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 pum. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if when you have a lot of stock footage, but you want to make it relevant for today, not a throwback. Um, I guess I'm not 100% sure what you're specifically asking. I think I need like the whole question because I've lost the thread of where the original thought has come from. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. I'm definitely a bit sketchy right now on this channel. So please, if you don't mind repeating your full question, I will answer it. So sorry about that. Yeah. So yes, man, I would recommend um, I would recommend using the joysticks and sliders method instead. It's definitely faster and it's way less tedious work. Um, I think that's like I think I don't know if it was Claire Swift. It was actually Spun Rita. Spun Rita comes on our other Twitch stream, and she's done a lot of beautiful rigs with joysticks and sliders. Da, 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 dum. Claire Swift, use curves with one of the stencils in the top right of the screen. It's so cool. Okay, I'm going to try curves again. Let me just grab, where are my curves? Draw pinch. No, we want. Okay, I'll put curves on. It's interesting how it maintains the geometry. And use it with a stencil in the top right. Oh, whoa. Are these them here? Is what I should be using? Use with one of the stencil in top right of the screen. Okay, it's not doing that. Whoa. Cool. This is like a weird tail thing. What if you can rotate this? What? This is so crazy. Look at this thing. This is so cool. I don't know why more people don't use this program. You could make the craziest robot thing ever. Let's see what else we got down here. Cool. We can make a helix really fast. This would be great for little chords and stuff. I don't know if it's joining up perfectly, but that doesn't really matter. What is this? Cool. It's like a bullet belt. Always need lots of bullet belts in the world. What would these do? Do they do anything? Oh, these are cool too. Look at this. Pipes. Make all kinds of crazy pipes. I imagine you could probably import your own geometry in this too. This is great. This is a great program for 3D sketching. You could concept like crazy. Yes, you can import your own files for sure. Thanks for hanging out, editor Bree or editor BRI. I haven't done any tutorials. We're doing joysticks and sliders, but we will definitely be doing a tutorial on that. So sorry for missing your question, but yes, that is definitely in the works, without a doubt. Oh, what's this? Like a weird tree thing. Okay, I gotta stop playing with this and actually get some work done. This is really addictive. Apply. Look at all these options too. Whoa, I think I really made something massive. It's thinking. It's building my mess that I made. This program is called 3D Coat. But take the same idea and use joystick and slider tutorials on how to rig. So take the flat layers, push them back, and use Yeah, I'm going to be joysticks and sliders is a definite for me to do a tutorial on. I use joysticks and sliders extensively for the little robot character that we're not painting right now. This is crazy. Look at this thing. I mean, I've got symmetry on, but we don't need to have it on. But look how fast you can make this crazy stuff. And then obviously now I can start like sculpting away on it. And obviously, like you don't have to use like you have all your alphas and your brushes, so you can use other things other than just like what I've been using. You don't have to use the. I'm pretty sure it should show up. Oh, I did something. I hope I didn't crash my computer. No, I didn't. I just undid. I think I should increase the size. It's doing something weird. I might be getting a bit too heavy. This button thing. This is so cool. Uh-oh. I cut a hole. Oh, this one draws geometry. I think this thing's getting massively heavy. But I'm still surprised how fast it's moving with this really crazy mess. So I'm just going to open my old project so I can get back to painting. Sorry, guys. Can't do this anymore. Sorry. Actually, I have 20 years of video while traveling through a lot of weird... What's the best way to make it relevant? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, thank you, non-acrophobic. That is a good question. Actually, you should check out... yeah, there's a lot of I will be doing a tutorial. So okay, so you should check out the new plugin called Manta, or I think it's like Manta. It's by the guy Metal. So check that out. That has some really cool things that you can take stock footage and do some really awesome trippy stuff with. I would definitely check that out. Another way I guess I would imagine trying to make that stuff relevant, because I do have a bunch of old stock footage too, is actually animating on top of it, putting characters inside of it, doing some motion tracking and stuff, and getting some characters inside would be really fun. Or just using it as input for something, like input for deformers and stuff like that. That's sort of what Manta's doing. You should check it out. It's really cool. Thank you for rephrasing your question for me. I didn't really quite understand what you were asking before. Okay, I have to just do some things really quick because I've barely done anything. And I do have to stop the stream sort of soon here. But I have to build a couple. What I was planning on doing is building some of these. So just going into this program and drawing just a whole bunch of layers. Oh, I don't want to be so vertical. I want to drop my water down. Let's clear this. I want to create some textures for me to copy from. So this guy, I need some of these weird little textures and these washy watercolory things. So I'm going to go through and make a whole bunch of them. I think I broke this by jumping out of it. Let's clear this layer again. More loading. Yeah, check that thing out because that thing is mad cool. And also putting some characters in there would be fun. I've been collecting some footage to do just that too. And it's really, it re-energizes the footage for sure. Okay, so Debanjan, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. From India. Oh, thanks for the comment, man. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that they were helpful for you. And again, for anyone who's watched the Rocket Randy stuff, I'm sorry for the unfinished state of them. I hope you're able to make some use of it. But yeah, thank you. That's really awesome. It's very validating for me. Thank you. Yes, man, you just finished a music video. I want to see, can you, I guess I'll just follow your page, I guess. Are you on people's handle names, is that a channel would that be the equivalent of a channel on YouTube? Let's see if I see the Jim Carrey, a whole bunch of Jim Carrey when I look up your name. How do we see your channel? Okay, I really have to, what do I gotta do? This canvas is not working for me at the moment. I'm going to put a canvas on this really quickly. Just so I can get a similar feel to what I was doing before. Because I actually think this program responds to the canvas texture. So I don't know if you noticed that. But when I was painting on pure white, I wasn't getting very realistic. So this actually responds to a displacement map. You can see just like a real canvas, is one side is going to pick up more of the ink than the other, especially since my brush is really quite dry, and I wanted to make sure I have that. If you don't have a canvas texture on, it's not going to bleed out very nice. Cool, thank you for the heads up. Float away nuns of the tundra. Okay, I'll look that up. We can skip this ad in 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to scrub through really quick because I want to see this. But I just want to take a look. Wow, this looks great. Holy smokes. Nice job. I know I should be watching full screen. But I'm just going to scrub through because I want to watch this. I want to actually enjoy it. I don't want to ruin it for myself. Okay, I'm not watching anymore because I don't want to wreck it for me. It looks really beautiful, though. Holy smokes. Nice work. Wow, impressive. And I'm just checking out this thing too really quick. Again, I want to watch these. I don't like watching videos fully online because I miss out on so much of the sound and the quality. Cool titles. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna save this for myself. Also, if people don't want to see violence, I don't want to put it on there. But thanks for sharing that, guys. Nice job. You guys are great. Wow, that's really impressive. Really nice work. Okay, I gotta stop the stream in like just a couple of minutes, so I'm just gonna paint for a few more seconds, and then I gotta bounce off. But just to give you guys a heads up of what's coming, we've got some brushes, we've got some backgrounds. I know people are curious and interested about that stuff, so we're getting it all up on the storefront. That'll be on the edfilms.net page, where all the brushes and the accessories and things like that will be made available. I'll start putting up some puppets and stuff too, like some characters that we finished. So the whole point is to start getting you guys things. So we're really doubling down on what we've been doing. So that's the plan anyway. I can't promise dead timelines and stuff like that, but that's really what our whole goal is. So hopefully you guys can take advantage of that, and I'll make sure you guys have access to that as soon as possible. It's a big push right now. So you should do an 80s music video. That'd be amazing. I want to see that. I want to see that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna split. I gotta get onto another. I have a little meeting and stuff. So, but thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the kind words and support, and also like all the little insights into what you guys are doing. And definitely keep me posted on what you guys are up to. And if you have questions for next time, I'll be back here on next Friday. So, thanks for hanging out. Thank you very much, and Tom, thank you. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. You're always welcome. So cool. Hey, Brittany, thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys in I'll see you next week. But if you want, we're on Twitch as well. So I do a Twitch on Sunday and on Tuesday. So you're more than welcome to come on there as well if you have a Twitch thing. But I know it's some people. I didn't want to sign up for Twitch either. I get that one location isn't always the best. So for everyone. But thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you guys. Thank you so much.